Hi, Mel here, and today I'm taking you along with me on an Icelandair flight from Reykjavik to Chicago in their premium cabin, Saga Class. My flight was on a 737 MAX 8 equipped with 16 seats in Saga Class and 144 seats in economy. I was in Iceland because I had taken advantage of Icelandair's free stopover feature on my way home from Zurich, and the 6 days that we spent in Iceland were simply incredible. While I usually travel with points and miles, it's difficult to do so on Icelandair. So for this trip, I purchased an economy ticket and planned to take advantage of a program that Icelandair calls Class Up. The program allows economy passengers to submit a bid for an upgrade. My bid was successful, and I learned the night before my flight that I had been upgraded to Icelandair's premium cabin known as Saga Class. I knew ahead of time that Icelandair's premium cabin class isn't exactly lie-flat business or first class, but I had heard positive reports that the seats are comfortable and the service is good, so I was looking forward to my flight. Since I was in Saga Class, I was able to take advantage of priority check-in and priority boarding. I was a bit surprised that we boarded from the tarmac rather than from a jet bridge, but luckily the weather was beautiful and my carry-on was light enough to be manageable as I climbed the stairs. When I reached my row 4, I confirmed that the seat is more like a first-class domestic seat than international business class. However, it seemed nice enough and I was happy to see the pillow, blanket, and amenity kit waiting for me. I sat down and made an assessment of the space. The seats are quite plush and comfortable, and I was really impressed with the legroom. For reference, I'm 5'3", and the footrest seemed just about perfect. The flight attendant served us champagne before takeoff, which was a really nice touch. And it seemed like the perfect time to explore the amenity kit, a small black zippered pouch. The case itself is made out of a material that seems like a cross between felt and wool. Inside, I found a toothbrush and toothpaste. Next came an eye mask, a pair of socks, and earplugs. Not the best quality, but I'm sure the items would be handy if you wanted to sleep. Last, I found a few items that could help with the dryness one encounters when flying. Face mist, lip balm, and hand lotion. The brand was Icelandic, I believe, Hannesdottir, which I'm probably mispronouncing. The flight attendant then gave me menus for both drinks and food. The drink menu was surprisingly extensive, including options for white wine, red wine, sparkling wine, champagne, cocktails, beers, ciders, non-alcoholic options, and a shockingly large number of gin selections, 2 full pages. I'm not a gin drinker, so maybe that's normal, but it definitely surprised me. I thought about being adventurous and ordering gin, but changed my mind and ordered the espresso martini instead. By this point in the flight, I realized that I had the whole row to myself, which is always a nice surprise. The flight attendant told me I could sit in either seat, so I moved to the window seat to enjoy a better view. My espresso martini came, and it was served alongside a crispy, seasoned, Parmesan cracker-like snack. The snack was really tasty, but the espresso martini was actually served from a can, and not surprisingly, it tasted like it was served from a can. The dinner menu offered a choice of 2 entrees, with a set appetizer and dessert for everyone. The entree options were Nobu salmon with soba noodles, or lamb prepared 2 ways with mashed potatoes, grilled vegetables, and red wine sauce. I chose the lamb. The meal was served all at once rather than in separate courses. In addition to the meal, they provided a fresh roll with whipped butter and Icelandic sea salt. The roll and butter were actually really tasty. For starters, they served tea-smoked duck breast with a balsamic glaze. Sadly, I found the duck to be both fatty and chewy. My lamb entree, though, was a different story. It was really delicious and by far the best thing I was served. I received a grilled piece of lamb as well as lamb that had been slow cooked. Both were good, but I especially enjoyed the slow cooked lamb, which was tender, juicy, and very flavorful. I also ordered a red wine from the Piedmont region of Italy, which I enjoyed. For dessert, I was given a lemon passion fruit gâteau. I thought it looked like it would be delicious. I liked the shape and the color and even the sheen on the outside. There were also little pieces of white chocolate on top. As I cut into the dessert, I saw that it had some layers inside with a little bit of jam and even some custard. But somehow the taste was a little bit of a disappointment to me. I don't know exactly what it was, but the flavor and the texture were just not my favorite. Now, confession, I do really like chocolate, so part of me was just disappointed it wasn't chocolate. And I did manage to eat quite a bit of it, so I can't complain too much. They also offered tea or coffee, so I ordered a chamomile tea, which I really enjoyed. At about this time, we were flying over Greenland. Wow, the views were simply stunning. So, I made a mental note and added Greenland to my bucket list. After dinner, I was ready to explore the in-flight entertainment system. I took out the noise-canceling headphones that had been passed out earlier. The entertainment screen itself is of decent size, and there's a headphone jack and a USB port below. There's also a tiny, extendable coat hook to the right of the screen. But the actual in-flight entertainment is not great. The movie options are not nearly as extensive as I'm used to. But on the bright side, there were some interesting Icelandic movies offered. So I actually settled on a dark comedy called Driving Mum that might have been one of the strangest yet entertaining movies that I've seen in a long time. After the movie, I was ready for a nap. The headrest was comfortable and adjustable. I covered up with the blanket, hit the recline button, and took advantage of the footrest. By the time I woke up, it was dark out and we were nearing Chicago. As I enjoyed the lights outside and the smooth descent, I assessed the overall experience and decided that yes, it was worth the money I spent to upgrade to Saga Class. The overall experience isn't at the level of a more premium business or first class product that features lie-flat seats and private pods, but it is very comfortable, especially for a shorter than usual international flight. The seats are large enough, comfortable, and give you plenty of legroom. The service was very good, and while the food and alcohol had both hits and misses, overall it was pretty satisfying. Plus, having access to the beautiful and peaceful Saga Class lounge before the flight was an added bonus. Thanks for coming along with me today. If you found this review helpful or want to see more reviews, let me know in the comments. Also, hit the like button and subscribe to help the channel. Until next time, happy travels.